Friday Night Blitz is brought to you by Rock Oil Refining Incorporated. Your Blitz starts now.
The wait is finally over. Football season is here once again. Welcome to the Friday Night Blitz. I'm Saul Meyer, and that is my partner, Drew Chelly. Drew, you haven't been here long. Day 5 for you, but can you feel the excitement in the air?
Of course you can, Saul. It doesn't matter if you're here in the Northwoods or deep in the heart of Texas like where you grew up. Everyone loves playing under those Friday night lights.
You are absolutely right, Drew. Let's see if these Wisconsinites watching at home are ready for a full season of football highlights given to them from a Texan and New Englander.
I hope they are ready.
All right, let's get right into it then. Drew, you actually went to our game of the week this week. Why don't you tell us a little bit more about that?
Let's get it started, Saul. Stratford is your defending Division VI state champion, dominating Mondovi to win their 8th state championship in school history. Mosinee, on the other hand, a Division III team and ran through the GNC last year. First quarter, the first big play of this game was made by the Mosinee defense. The ball is going to be fumbled by the Tigers. Mosinee jumps on it for the game's first turnover. After a blocked punt by Stratford, Jack Tubbs is going to roll out, and he is going deep to Jake Schoener, who goes up and brings it down. Touchdown, Stratford. They lead it 6-0. Next play for Mosinee, the pass is going to be picked off by Matt Foles, and he is taking this one back to the house. This one was all Stratford. They win the opener 33-14.
Looks like their quest for a repeat is going off great. Now let's go to Jay Stadium. Merrill hosts Osceola. Here in the first quarter, Jacob Schmelzer showing off his mobility. Jay's QB scrambles right before finding E.J. Weeks for the completion on the pass play. They'll get the first down. But Osceola has their own mobile QB. Ashton Gross takes the snap in the red zone, makes a bunch of guys miss extents, and he is in for 6. And Osceola strikes first. And they struck first, second, and last. Later that quarter, it's Gross again. He rolls right, avoids the sack, cuts up, and he is in for the touchdown. And Osceola is going to go on to win this thing big, 41-0.
Now over to Lakeland Union High School, where the Thunderbirds look to get off to a strong start against the Wausau East Lumberjacks, and they do just that on the opening kickoff. That is captain number 21, Talon Haling. He fields it at the 5-yard line and returns it all the way to midfield. Later in the first quarter, Court Mayer drops back and finds his man in the end zone. That is number 3, McCoy Holmquist. The Lumberjacks would strike back, however. Senior quarterback Pacey Weber, he is just going to take this one himself. He's going to make a few men miss, and you can kiss him goodbye. That's a 30-plus yard run to the house, and he was not done later in the first half. Lumberjacks are in the red zone, and Weber is going to take this one all the way down to the 2-yard line. The Lumberjacks would convert a field goal on that possession, and they would go on to win this one 23-7.
A lot of great games in our area. Here's some more scores from a few more of those teams. The Battle of the Power T. We talked about this one in the film room a couple weeks ago. Crandon and Hurley went at it today. This one saw Hurley win it at home 24-8. Next, Wausau West had a long drive ahead of them as they went to Superior, but they used that drive to prepare for this matchup well as the Warriors go on to get the road win 24-3. And finally, the Raiders were back in action for Medford tonight at home at Raider Stadium against New Richmond. Slow start proved to be too much, though, as New Richmond held on to win it 44-24.
What a great bunch of games, Saul, but we were not done there, are we?
Absolutely not, Drew. We still have Rhinelander looking to avenge last year's loss to Tomahawk, and Dewey Riley's first game as head coach for the Hatchets. We'll tell y'all who won that thriller of an ending game after the break.
Friday Night Blitz is brought to you by Rock Oil Refining Incorporated. Your Blitz starts now.
Welcome back to the Friday Night Blitz. I'm Saul Meyer. That's Drew Chelly. Drew, we already saw a lot of great games, but we're not done yet.
Not at all, Saul. You went to a pretty good one tonight. Rhinelander-Tomahawk rivalry games, always enjoyable.
Absolutely, Drew. Dewey Riley came in as head coach a few months ago for the Hatchets and is looking to pick up where Sam Hernandez left off. Rhinelander is coming back from an injury-plagued season, looking to prove they can contend in the GNC again. Tomahawk upset the Hodag Jags last year, so Rhinelander is looking to return the favor in enemy territory, and boy, this game. Let's see who will win this future GNC matchup. In the second quarter, big time play, Rex Riley with the 3-step drop and bomb to Braden Larson, who's wide open on the go. He takes this one 88 yards to the house, and the Hatchets are running me over on the sideline right here. I'll make sure to stay out of y'all's way next time, Coach. Later that quarter, Owen Kurtz gets the ball on the fullback draw, and Beast Mode might be this kid's new nickname. He runs over 1, 2, still on his feet, 3, 4, before stumbling out of bounds on the huge game. That set up this touchdown run from James. Heck of a play, love that. And Landon Bates plays the hero. Game-winning kick with 3 seconds left as the Hodags win it 22-21.
Now we go to Wittenberg-Burnham Wood, where the Chargers hosted the Red Robins of Antigo. First quarter, Whitburn charging down the field. It's quarterback Nathan Wapkinney. He deals to Marshall Fraza. He breaks a tackle, and he's going to pick up a first down for the Chargers. And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Wapkinney rolls right. Fraza gets 2 feet in. Touchdown, Whitburn. Antigo trying to make something happen on their next possession. Jake Verisalt is going to throw to Alex Schleve. Schleve is going to break 1 tackle. He's going to reach for the first down, but it was a few yards short. Red Robins forced to punt. A few minutes later, Chargers knocking on the door again. Wapkinney going to keep it himself this time. Touchdown Chargers. They go on to win this one 56-7.
Now let's head down to Stevens Point and check out the matchup between Spash and McGuanago, last year's state runner-up for D1. Early on, Spash hands it off to Braylon Smola, but he coughs it up, and Aaron Dworzik is there for McGuanago to recover the fumble. Ensuing drive, they hand it off to Cole Oldenburg, and he punches it in to give them the early lead. Next drive for the Panthers, Grant Chandonase lobs it up for Amon Konopacki, makes the Odell-like one-handed catch. Later that drive, Chandonase lobs it up again, but this time it's picked off by Jack Savista, and McGuanago takes over after the pick. Next possession, quarterback for McGuanago drops back to pass, drops this one over the middle, and Mason Kelly does the rest as he takes this one for 6. McGuanago would go on to win it 35-7.
And we have some more area scores to wrap up week 1 of the Friday Night Blitz. Colby got their season off to a good start. They went on the road to Neilsville Granton and came away with an impressive 24-8 victory. Ellsworth and Edgar had themselves a good old-fashioned defensive slugfest to open up the 2023 season. It was Ellsworth who came away with an 8-6 win on the road. Amherst opened up their season at home with a loud offensive statement. They hung up 65 points on opening night as the Falcons grabbed a win, defeating Clintonville by a final of 65-19. What a great bunch of games we covered tonight, Saul.
Absolutely, Drew. That's right. Week 1 is officially in the books for 11-man football.
And those 8-man teams have their first games coming up next week, so we will make sure to get you guys plenty of coverage of them as well.
For sure. All right. Well, that's all the time we got tonight for the Friday Night Blitz. For Drew Chelly, I'm Saul Meyer. Thank y'all for watching. You guys have a great night. We'll see y'all next week.